running late for the party, children.
Is this one of the lieutenants who guards the district?
Well done, Noe. You have become a formidable swordsman.
It's time to admit something. I've been keeping secrets from you. Throughout the game have been short, scattered cutscenes involving Angelus telepathically communicating with Kim, but this is the first time we've seen him in the flesh. We're still unsure of his motive by this point, but we're led to assume it has something to do with Angelus. I'll bring everyone up to speed of what Kim has been up to for the past 18 years. After Angelus became the Seal, he made it his personal mission to bring Mana to every location she destroyed so she could repent for what she did and see how the people suffered. After a while, Kim grew attached to Mana, but Mana broke free, stabbing him in the leg and blinding him in one eye, giving him his nickname of the One-Eyed Man. This caused him to flip his shit and go full guts mode and is now on a different mission, but I'll cover that later. The trio flee from Kim and continue their mission to the next district.
Another pact partner must be guarding this district.
Judging by Urick's response, we're led to assume that he and Yaha had a past and is something he'd rather not revisit. When we reach the end of the fortress, our old friend Seymour Guardo is there to greet us.
But sadly, as the guardian of the District of Precious Light, I am duty-bound to defend it from those who would destroy it. We must fight.
This fight. Oh my god, this fight. I died oh so many times during this goddamn fight. So much so that Mana was elevated nearly 10 levels above everyone else. Yaha has made a pact with the gnomes. How he managed to make a pact of more than one creature still remains a mystery unless they work as a collective hive mind. He made this pact to be more alluring to Urick, who he loved as a young man. However, the pact had the opposite effect he desired, as he was able to attract anyone except Urick, who was immune to his charms, possibly because he used them on him once before, only driving him away in the process. The pact increased his good looks, however, it took away his ability to feel pleasure. Kill the gnomes, hit the Christmas tree, repeat. Kill the gnomes, kill the Christmas— oh bloody hell, Jesus Christ! Disposing of the gnomes kills Yaha, meaning we only have 2 more keys left to destroy. Go to the far plane, my friend. Back to the City of Rust for more filler bullshit.
You want to know about the districts? I was listening to the knights talking. Seems like they were chasing some bloke who knows a secret behind the districts. They say he's hiding out in the closed land.
The informant said that the guy hiding out in the closed land has information about the next district.
I'll return to this line later and explain why it frustrates me so much. Eris is back and yandere as ever, so we fast forward and oh, Kim is here! After Mana's Kim sensors go into overload, Noe tells us what we already know and they decide the best thing to do is to continue fleeing. Eris gets in the way again and drops the ultimate cock block by telling Noe that it was Mana who almost destroyed the world 18 years ago.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you sound it. Noe attempts to defend Mana, but Legna, ever the voice of reason, wants this game to be over as fast as I do.
That man, he made me promise. Kim said that I wasn't allowed to forget.
Kim, the One-Eyed Man. The one who saved the world 18 years ago. The one who later attacked the Seal and killed my father, Oral.
Oh my god, we know!
But why?
Mana leaves the party for now, so it's up to Noe and Urick to destroy the next key. They land at their destination, but Kim beat them to it and has kidnapped Mana. Get your filthy hands off my wife, who will also pay the consequences! It turns out that Kim was hunting Urick this whole time, so they have a little scrap whilst Noe attempts to rescue Mana, who was taken by the knights while he was distracted like a fucking child. Urick makes out okay, which the game kinda skims over, and we chase Mana down to the Knights of the Seal headquarters. Here's where Noe meets General Gizmor again, only now as enemies. This boss fight was a welcome break to mindless slaughter because it focuses on a 1v1 sword fight. If the game had a bit more budget, I'd say these type of boss battles could be pretty pretty fantastic, but for now we have to make do with the clunky mechanics. We defeat Gizmo and rescue Mana before her execution, and now that we have Mana back, we can continue towards the next key in the District of Shining Life. When we reach the key, Kaim is already there waiting for us, and Urick sheds some light on why he's being hunted. Urick is the missing pack partner guardian of the district, and Kaim wishes to kill him for an unsaid reason. Urick ran away from the battlefield before he left the Knights, which led to General Auror being killed by Kaim. He made a pact with the Reaper of the surrounding area, who took away his ability to die. Seeking death ever since, he willingly brought Noe and Mana to the district in order to end his life permanently. However, and I said I'd talk about this bit later, why did we need an informant if the Guardian is with us? Why is the Guardian of the district asking where the district is?
When I die, the key will also be destroyed. This is the only way.
Urick, stand back! He's mine.
I think our reunion was fate. Or something like it.
This made the game worth it for me. All of the pointless shit that we've been sifting through has been worth it for this fight. Kaim is handled perfectly in the sequel, and him being an antagonist in this game comes as no surprise to me. And although I'd much rather be playing as a manic, blood-craving murder prince, fighting him is, well, it's like a hug. Beating Kaim gives us a cutscene where Urick gets in the way of a killing blow, and as the name would suggest, is killed. The Reaper resurrects him, but Kaim manages to kill death itself before Urick pushes him over the edge into the dark abyss below. Urick's passing means that we only have one more key to go, which is located in the District of Heavenly Time.
My boy, where is that joker?
Urick died to free the District of Shining Life.
I see. Well, that lightens my load.
Everything's going smoothly till Legna takes a bullet to the wing. He crash lands and we're forced to go on foot till Legna's wing is healed. Surprise, surprise, when we eventually get to the end of this level, it leads us straight to Eris and Gizmo.
No way. You're still with her.
Well yeah, Gizmo poisoned me. Haven't I told you that yet?
Damn fool! I will not be defeated by the likes of you!
Oh my god, he's a heartless!
It ends now!
Eris dies, only not really. I say that because even after she died, I was still getting spears from the extra mission, so the game kinda spoiled itself. Urick is dead for good though, so say goodbye to axes for the rest of the playthrough.
No, is that you? It's me, Sari. Wait, Mana, don't go! I'm not the enemy!
Can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe you should listen to Sere. Oh well, on we go to General Gizmo, who turns out to be the guardian of the final key. Gizmo made a pact with a shade, causing him to lose his body in the process. And I have a few questions about this. Why does he have a body here, but loses it when he's attacked? Why didn't he lose it here? Did his skin fall off? The final fight between Noe and Gizmo is pretty fun. He telegraphs his attack via the lasers in the floor, meaning you have enough time to react and dodge. It's almost like Gizmo doesn't care if you defeat him. Like defeating him is a really, really bad idea. Maybe you should have listened to Sere.
You look upon me just as Auror did. It is the look of a man who knows only hope. Only hope. You disgust me. If the world will not be my plaything, I don't care what you do with it.
What?
Soon enough, you'll realize the justice you hold so dear is nothing but a lie.
dreams never bother me. I feel happy and fine. Ha-ha!
Alright, this is pretty dope. So, big twist. The keys we were destroying were actually the seals, keeping Angelus from getting free. The people who were sacrificing their lives in order to power the districts were actually suffering for a good cause, so we kinda fucked things up for everyone. Nice going, Mana! Apparently the pain that the ex-hierarch Verdley put her under was enough to break her mind, so now her vendetta against humans is bigger and more explosive than ever. We track her down to a familiar location from the first game, the abandoned Union Castle. Upon reaching the end, we're met with none other than Kaim, and his intentions are finally revealed. He wanted to destroy the seals in order to see Angelus one last time, so we're going down the route in which Kaim and Angelus are in love. Angelus is too far gone to recognise him, so she flies off to set the world on fire, causing Kaim to send Legna a message.
From Kaim?
Kill Angelus. Death will be a blessing for Angelus and I, he says. Kill Angelus, my lord.
No man rides a black dragon.
Did we get her?
I think so.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
This scene is one of the better done scenes in the game. Angelus has come to her senses and finally remembers her pact partner, realising how much the world must hate him since he tried to set her free. They share a short moment together before Angelus passes away. Angelus's death means that Kaim will die alongside her, and after we see a short montage of the memories they shared, he turns to ash and disappears forever.
Is it over, Kaim?
Well, you'd think the game is over now, right? Well, nope, we still have a bit more to go. Ugh, kill me. The world has been brought back to the same state it was 18 years ago, which prompts Scooby-Doo and crew to search out Hierarch Sere, who might know a way to stop this. Mana is acting a little bit fishy, so it's probably better we hurry things up a bit. Legna suggests Sere might have flown to an ancient dragon temple which floats in the sky, and has been used countless times by dragons whenever a disaster like the incident 18 years ago occurs. It's here where we're introduced to the Holy Dragons, creatures who bear a striking resemblance to Mikhail from Drakengard 3, which makes me think of the same type of dragon. Legna brings Noe into the temple where something called the Book of Seeds tells him that he is a new breed. And to explain what a new breed is, it's a human-dragon hybrid. How the fuck did this happen, I hear you ask? Well, remember when Inuart brought Furiai to a seed of destruction in the first game? In this timeline, he was brought to an incredibly large seed called the Bone Casket, and entered it alongside Furiai. The seed fused them together and produced a baby. This baby was Noe. Since Inuart have made a pact with a dragon, Noe has a dragon's heart. It's also revealed that humans were created by the dragons, using the Seeds of Resurrections as a tool. Noe is the perfect weapon spawned by the Bone Casket, and is destined to fight the Watchers, or Nameless as they're called in this game. Well damn, looks like the plot is finally going somewhere unique. Oh yeah, Eris is alive. Hooray! She tells us that Sere is now located at a place called the Promised Land, but before we go there, Mana is...
You will
fight us. Foolish humans. Dragons.
Looks like the Watchers have repossessed Mana. How do we break her out of it this time, I hear you ask? You read that right.
Love me! Love me, please! Who are you?
Will you be nice to me? Will you love me? I promise, I'll be a really good girl.
Is it you that I seek? Is it I that you seek? There is someone waiting for me.
So I'm guessing this is meant to represent Noe calling out to Mana's subconscious, and it's played out as this crazy fever dream, which is what I feel a sequel to Drakengard severely lacked. It's such a shame that Drakengard 2 has great moments like these scattered throughout, but still feel bogged down and pointless when you look at the game in its entirety. Noe gets through to Mana and she breaks free of the Watcher's grasp, just like that. Apparently all you needed to do was use the power of love, which I know all too well. Ooh, we got Eris back! But we've only got one more mission to complete, and that's in the sky, so thanks, I guess? Eris claims that Hierarch Sere has found another goddess, and that if he places the seal on her quickly, the world can still be saved. So, let's get this over with. Let's defeat the final boss. Upon reaching the Promised Land, Legna starts acting a little He tells Noe that he's nothing but an artifact and must obey the Book of Seeds, which is apparently the future set in stone. Noe decides to disagree with Legna and claims he's a human, despite not being human. Legna understandably gets a little bit irritated with Noe's shit and summons a humongous horde of holy dragons to start taking over Midgard. Here we see Sere actually being useful as he summons an army of golems to combat the dragon's attack. Sere tells the party that if the dragons were to take over Midgard, the future of humanity would be in a much worse state than if the Watchers were to continue ruling. So, yeah, we don't want that. Legna was only raising Noe in order to keep a close eye on him and raise him as a weapon. Noe smacks Legna for being a naughty boy, but Legna's having none of that shit, which allows Noe to finally awaken as a new breed.
No way.
No way.
Are you okay?
Can I have my personality back?
Now it
That's
burns
a
me
nice
to
shot.
be called a regular human being. Isn't that ironic?
Yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
I wish I could be a savior.
I wish I could be a savior.
I do too.
I want to save you.
But she doesn't have a personality.
Why would you want to
save her?
Exactly. It's like fucking a bit of cardboard. Oh wait. Oh.
Or kissing the cardboard.
Oh, fuck.
It tastes like mayonnaise. White people.
I'm gonna
God.
come. I'm gonna come. Oh, fuck yeah! Oh.
Your dick's on your back?
Is that good for you?
Man,
He's gonna look down at his hand. I'm so fucked
He
up.
came so hard he turned into Jesus.
Man, I remember those days when I was young. I wish I could do that still.
Super Saiyan Blue Goku takes to the sky to take on Legna, who is now completely evolved into a holy dragon. There's a touching moment where Legna clearly has a soft spot for Noe, but in the end, it's too late. This fight has amazing potential, but sadly, it's incredibly awkward. Noe stopping to attack in midair kills the flow and makes the fight last much longer than it needs to be. I'll give it some credit though, the music. I'm going to make a bold statement and say this is one of my favourite tracks out of all three Drakengard games. It's beautiful, but the impact of the music is destroyed whenever Noe opens his stupid fucking mouth.
Legna! What's happened to you? Legna, is this my only choice? Do I really have to fight you? You really raised me only to use me in the end. Why does it have to be this way? Why, Legna? Why? Oh no! Is he steadying himself to breathe fire into me?
It's the end of the game and you're still asking questions. Are you kidding me, dude?
Ah! Legna!
Noe kills Legna, but still thanks him for raising him. Legna scoffs at this and claims he's a sentimental fool, just like his father. And if we go back to the first game, you might recognise who Legna was. He was Inuart's original pact partner. Now here's where I get really disappointed. Instead of having CG cutscenes, they just use screenshots. They use regular pictures of a CG cutscene and use these instead of wasting more precious budget on animating a proper one. And I'm sure some of you are wondering, what are the endings to Drakengard 2? Well, don't get your hopes up, they aren't nearly as long or as exciting as the first games. The first ending reveals that all of the dragons are disappearing and that Eris is the new goddess. Noe is against the idea, but Eris is adamant to go through with it in order to save the world. She wanted to keep this secret from Noe because a goddess can't do things a normal human woman can do.
Such as sticking things in her pussy.
No cummies for you, no cummies for you. You can suck cock, bro. Eventually, Eris is branded with the seal, and Mana and Noe discuss her future, both hoping they'll be able to see the day where Eris can lead the life of a normal woman again. The second ending involves us fighting the Bone Casket, which once it's broken out of its shell, attacks and absorbs mana. The gods are using mana as a last resort, and there's no other alternative but to destroy the Bone Casket, killing mana in the process. The The loss of mana gives Noe the determination to join Legna as the dragon's weapon and attacks the Watchers head on. He and Eris are last seen flying with Legna and the Holy Dragons to bring this war straight to the gods themselves. And finally, the last ending. Or as I like to call it, the reason why I'm not touching Drakengard 2 for a long time. What I forgot to mention is that to get all the endings, you'll need to replay the entire game from the beginning in New Game Plus mode. Okay, that's not so bad, but you need to play the entire game again 3 times in ascending difficulty to get the final ending, which is a fucking montage of the events that happened to us previously and a goddamn hand-holding scene. Are you taking the piss? Are you having a chuckle? 60 hours I put into this game. 60 hours I spent replaying the game 3 times just so I could see the events I've already seen and hand-holding? Oh look, there's a dragon. Guess they aren't gone after all. Oh god, that took longer than I thought it would. Right, do I recommend Drakengard 2? Man, that's a tough question. I guess if you're deeply invested in the series and want to see the weird direction they decided to take, then yes, you should absolutely play it. I can't promise you you'll enjoy it, but there are clearly people who do, and I don't have a single problem with that. Overall, my disappointment stems from the fact that it's not a good Drakengard sequel. It looks cheaper, they decided to tone things down so children can play it, and whenever I hear people talking about Drakengard, it's never about how child-friendly the story is. What attracted most people I've spoken to is the dark method of storytelling. I mean, the game wasn't perfect. Hell, it was a mess if I really look into it, but the story was such a clusterfuck of weird ideas that it totally worked. Drakengard 2 just kinda sits there with a few good ideas and genuinely depressing or flat-out adult moments.
I became a woman today. I'll continue to bleed like this until the day I die.
I'll protect you from now on, Eris. I'm a man after all, and you're a woman.
Which end up feeling a bit out of place considering the tone jumps all over the place. I'll say this, play the game once through, then stop. The other endings are not worth playing the game 3 times. Admittedly, New Game Plus mode gives you a few extras like being able to control all 4 characters from the start, and completing it fully allows you to play as a new breed from the get-go. But considering how much time I put into it, they don't feel worth it. Drakengard 2 made me depressed, but not in the way I wanted it to.
You've grown strong, Mikhail.
Zero, you big dummy!
Whoa, hey there, you made it to the end. If you're new to the channel and enjoyed what you saw, why not subscribe? There's only one more game to cover, so after that I'm going to work on some shorter projects. As usual, don't forget to share this with your friends and follow me on Twitter if you want to see more news. Thank you very much for your patience, and I'll see you in the next video.